I've realized that many things have to become a story. Is it all just a story? Is it all just a bunch of bullshit? I think not. You know why? Because I know for a fact that most things that have been fed to me all this time has been a story. I know for most of my life I have been witnessing stories coming out of a frickin' storybook. I know that in return, I have done nothing wrong to this town whatsoever, and I have to live with it. I've done nothing wrong. In the past I may have. But did I know that some of the things that's been fed to me all this time been a story? No. It's a mind game. It's a mind game for everyone to believe in the things that they want people to believe. It's all up in here. It's all up into their head where they have to control everything. They want to control everything about the person, and they want everyone to believe in the things that they are. I for one wanted to believe that in time I wanted to believe that maybe the things about me were true. Maybe in time things will be just a little different. Maybe in time I've done things a little wrong. Maybe I've done things wrong. Maybe I've been looking at life wrong. No, life is a game. Life is a game and you play it the way you want. But I, as a person, was gullible. I was gullible in many, many situations that has controlled my life. Most things have been a story. Most things have been making me feel like the gullible asshole. And I, as a person, look at this town as a disease. Why? Because everyone has been controlling and trying to point me in the right direction. I have been gullible to believe half of the directions I've taken. Because every single direction I've taken has been a gullible force that has been dragging me down into the damn abyss. And I have been the one to believe in every single thing. You all have made me believe in the things that I shouldn't have believed in. I wanted to be the one to be on top of everybody, and I have the belief that I could be the better person than every single one of you, because all of you have dragged me down into different directions where I cannot seem to realize that it was the wrong direction, and it took me time to realize half of the decisions I've made and the directions I've taken. Why? Because everyone needs to believe in the things that I should have to believe in. You guys want me to become a nobody. I do not want to be that person to become a nobody. I am a somebody in my own reality. See, it's all a mind game, ain't it? It's all a story. It's all a story that we have friends, so-called friends, and acquaintances to make us believe in the things, to make us believe in the things that we should believe in. They want to be the ones to point us into the right direction, point us into the direction that we should go in, point us into the direction where we need to be a person. We need to be a somebody in some sort of direction. We need to be the person that needs to be a somebody, and why not do it with a bunch of acquaintances? I have been gullible enough to do that. And I've been doing it for years. And I've suddenly realized that in return, where does that get me? Just, where does that get me? Where does it get me where I need to be, I need to be a somebody in my own reality? I don't understand. Where in the record, where in the storybooks does it say that I have to be dragged around into every single story? Where I have to be recognized as some sort of nobody or some sort of criminal for some stupid DUI. None of it makes sense, because everybody needs to become a story writer. We, as a person, need to realize that I am not just a person. I am not just a person that assumes to be that I need to be in a better world. I need, maybe not a better world, but in a better life with the friends that I need. I don't need friends anymore. Because the last time I had a friend that told me that they would be around thick and thin, the last person to tell me that left me, and I had to do everything on my own. Not everything has to be done by self. Not everything has to be done by just you. Nothing compares to the shit I've been told. And I've been told all this crap for years. I want you all to believe. I want you all to know that in the end, I am going to be the person on top, and I will be the person on top. Parmanen, I stand in your town, and it just makes me want to throw up. Because it's the stories. It's the mind games. It's everything that you have made me believe, and the shit that you tell everybody else about me. You think you could put me down? You think you could bury me down in the hole? You think you could bury me down in the hole? You haven't even tried once in the beginning of this whole entire experience. In this whole entire ride of this hellhole. This is a prison. Nothing else. This is the prison. This is what we are chose to believe in. This is the stuff. This is the ride of a lifetime. Parmanen, I wish for 1 minute you would try to fight back in this vlog. I wish that I could get some responses, because I would love to hear them. I would love to hear the stories you tell everybody else. I would love to hear all the stories in the world. I would love to hear all the mind games you try to feed me. But you won't. Which makes me right. This has been more of a declaration of war than I have ever made. Sign my name in red ink. Permanent. I know you're listening. Permanent, I know you're listening. You want to know why? You want to know why you guys won't fight me for the things I've said? You want to know why? Because you all think it's stupid. You all think it's pathetic. You all think it's retarded, and you all think that I have nothing to complain about, nothing to bitch about, nothing. I have nothing to say. Well, let me tell you something. I have stuff to say. I have more than 10 years worth of things to say because all of you have dragged words into my head to make me believe in such things. There are people in this town that came and go that can't even live up to the hype, to the way I speak, to the way I've stood up to all of yous all these years. I want you to believe that I cannot say, I can say many words. I can say many words that will hurt you, but why will I? Because I don't want to hurt all your poor little feelings. Because all of yous love to make stories. All of yous love to make stories, making me think that it's right. So back to my question. Is it all a story? Is it all a mind game? Or is it nothing but a fairy tale? Because what I think that it's just more, I think that it's more of mythology. I think it's more of a chapter in mythology that we should be learning in school. More than we should be taught learning about werewolves and vampires and everything else. If anybody wants to teach mythology, why don't you bring Palmerton, Pennsylvania, into your mythology classes? Because nothing in this town is real. Dysfunct out.